So friends, today I will explain another Bengali mystery thriller film named Bhagyaloki. It is a very interesting movie. The twist is also quite good. This movie has a very good theme. You will enjoy watching it. In the end I have discussed a lot of things. So you must watch the video till the end or go and check it out. So let's go straight to the video without any delay. So in the beginning of the movie we see a couple named Satya and Kaveri who had come to a deserted place at midnight. We notice that they have two things. One was a corpse. There was also a red-colored trolley which he had come to bury. Now the story shifts to 6 days before and we find out how this couple finally reached this point. We see Satya and Kaveri. Satya is actually a journalist and Kaveri is a school teacher. It is very difficult to run the household with his salary. On top of that, his son Polo studies in a very good boarding school. So the fees there are also very high and hence Kabili asks Satya to ask her boss to increase the salary because Satya was a journalist for the last 12 years but his salary was not increased. Then Satya goes to his work and there he goes to his boss with a news and this news was about the purchase of drugs worth 20 crore rupees in which a minister named Patha and a gangster named Rana were involved. But Satya's boss refuses to publish this news in the newspaper because doing so could endanger his life. Well, he was not going to publish Satya's news, so Satya asks for a salary hike here. So Satya's boss asks him to do the job of an editor and says that if he continues working as a journalist then his salary will not be increased. After this, Satya gets disappointed and leaves from there. Now after this we see a senior inspector named Arijit who had stopped a truck, inside which there was a man named Jumbo who worked for Rana and he was carrying 1 crore rupees in a red-colored trolley and it was exactly the same trolley which was seen in the beginning. The fact was that he was going to buy drugs with that money. Well now Arijit catches Jumbo and starts interrogating him. He beats him badly because he needed 20 crore rupees to buy drugs. So where were the remaining 10 crores? But Jumbo wasn't telling them anything. But Arijit had come to know that Patha and Rana were involved in all this. And in reality, he was going to buy drugs cheaply and sell them at a higher price. Now Arijit goes and tells all these things to his senior. But his senior asks him to step back because all this could cost Arijit his life. Now hearing this, Arijit says that he has taken a good life insurance and he is not afraid of anyone and saying this he leaves from there. Well then we see Satya and Kaveri inside a restaurant and they had come there to have dinner with Kaveri's friend and her husband. Satya actually did not like Kaveri's friend and her husband because they always showed off their money and thus led to fights between Kaveri and Satya because the salaries of both Satya and Kaveri were very low. Well, after having dinner, both of them come home by cab. But when he reaches home, he does not have cash and the cab driver is not accepting online payment. Then a Bengali actress comes there who had worked in a serial named Bhagyaloki and she was also quite famous. Anyway, she pays the cab driver instead of them. Now as I told you that she used to work in serials and now she has shifted there in the same building as Satya and Kaveri. Now here all three of them start taking selfies. But Satya seemed to be very interested in this actress. Due to which Kaveri does not like all this at all. Because in reality, Satya was clinging to that actress and because of this, a fight breaks out between them. Now see, the name of this actress has not been mentioned in this movie, but to keep it simple, we will call it Bhagyaloki. I will explain its meaning to you at the end. Anyway, after hearing the fight between these two, an uncle from their society who used to sleep outside the building, reaches there to complain about their voice and then leaves from there, which signifies poking neighbors. There are some people who always come and create a ruckus. This is exactly the same man. Basically, this man used to go into other people's lives and talk nonsense. Anyway, the next morning, Satya and Kaveri have another fight over salary and now Satya leaves for work again. Upon reaching work, Satya finds out that his boss had published the news about Satya. But by saying that Patha and Rana were not involved in it but the entire act was theirs. And because they had published the news after making just the small change, they were not going to pay Satya for that news and because of this, Satya leaves the job in anger. Anyway, his boss was about to indirectly fire him because he had talked about a pay raise, which shows a toxic work culture. Anyway, Satya gets angry and starts drinking in a bar wondering how he will pay his son's school fees. How will the household expenses be met? Well, then his childhood school friend Shayon comes to him and they both start talking and in the course of conversation Shayon tells Satya that he is going to Amsterdam tomorrow and then he asks Satya to stay at his house tonight and Satya is unable to refuse him and then strangely we see the same trolley in Shayon's hands which was the trolley from the beginning. The biggest thing is that the same trolley was also near Jumbo. Well, after this Satya starts taking her to his house and now we understand everything that what he has inside that trolley and why he was going to Amsterdam because it would have the remaining money inside it. Anyway, Shayon reaches Satya's house and has dinner and then Kaveri asks him to sleep in Polo's room as that was the only spare room they had, so Shayon goes to sleep there. Now Kaveri was not at all happy with Sayon's arrival either. But Satya says that Shayon will leave tomorrow itself. Well, now both of them fall asleep and we see Shayon taking his bag and going to the bathroom. Here the camera also focuses on a teddy bear kept in that room, the significance of which we will understand later. Now after this, Kaveri hears the sound of someone falling down, so she picks up Satya and goes to Polo's room. But when we looked there, Shayon was not inside the room. So he checks in the bathroom and finds Sayan lying on the floor. They both see that Sayan was actually dead and the cause of his death was a drug overdose. That means he had gone inside the bathroom to take drugs. This means that somewhere he might know Jumbo indirectly or he might be involved somewhere in the circle. Which explains where he got this money from. Where did he get this trolley from, or it could also be that by luck it might have come to him. Another interesting detail is that it also shows how the drug circle works. That means Rana and Partha were ruining the entire war and the young people, the old people, everyone by looking at these drugs. Well, now this husband and wife get very scared after seeing this and they drag his dead body to the kitchen and they were about to call the ambulance and the police. But then Shayon's body falls on the vegetable cutting blade kept behind him, due to which a very deep cut was made on his body. And now Sayan's death seemed to be due to blood, not drug overdose. And because of all this, both of them get very scared that they will be the ones to get trapped. So he quickly goes and checks Shayon's suitcase to see what's inside it. And that suitcase was completely full of money. There was 10 crore rupees inside it. Well, now Kaveri asks to call the police, then Satya says that if the police comes there then they will suspect him, and anyway now his fingerprints are already imprinted on Shayon's body and that money and no one will believe his story. Well, now on the other hand we are shown Rana and Inspector Shomandra, who was Arijit S. Jr. He was actually in league with Rana. Rana was very angry because of his money and we come to know that the 20 crore rupees actually belonged to Rana and in exchange for that money Partha was going to buy drugs for him. Now Rana says that the remaining 10 crore rupees have not yet reached Arijit. So Shomandra had to find that money for Rana as quickly as possible and this was the task given to him. But he had not yet found and given that money. And for this reason, Rana was going to do an intimate scene with Shomandra by asking his assistant Shivani. But suddenly the Shivani puts a knife in his hand and this was done so that Shonendra can do his work well. Well, after this Partho comes to Rana and we see that Rana was telling everything to Partho and he asks Partho to do something to Arijit. Meanwhile Arijit goes to Chandra and tells him straight away that the day he gets hold of the money he will arrest Chandra along with Rana and Partho and put them in jail, and then he leaves from there. Somewhere deep down he already knew that Shomandra was in touch with those people. Then on the other hand, Satya and Kaveri take out all the money from the same trolley and fill it in a trunk, i.e. an old box kept in Polo's room. And now both of them do very dangerous work. They stuff Shayon's body inside the same trolley from which they had taken out the money, and now they also clean all the blood from there so that no evidence is found. Well, after all the cleaning is done, both of them start going out with that trolley. But outside he sees Fate Loki talking with a boy. So Satya goes and starts distracting him. But Bhagyalok comes to them and both of them tell her that they have to go and give the suitcase to Kaveri's brother. But hearing this, Bhagyaloki starts insisting him to drop them in his own car. But Satya and Kaveri refuse to do so. Then after this she invites both of them to her apartment. Kaveri goes with her and Satya goes to keep the trolley which had become very heavy inside his car. Now inside the flat, Bhagya tells Loki Kabiri that she gets very little work now. So Kabiri asks on this matter that then how does she manage the expenses of rent, petrol etc. But before she could answer, Fate Loki fell asleep because she too was under the influence of drugs. So you can understand how much drugs were being sold here. Now Kaveri quickly reaches Satta and he drives the car and leaves from there. But his car broke down on the way as he had driven that car after a long time, which shows that he deliberately saved the cost of petrol and diesel as he did not have enough money to fill petrol or diesel in the car again and again, which again shows his financial condition. Well, just then some patrolling officers are passing by and they start helping them. Before pushing the car, They take out the same suitcase, i.e. the trolley, from inside it, and since it was very heavy, both of them start joking with Satya whether he has stuffed a dead body inside it, and Satya also starts laughing because of this, which shows the black comedy elements because we know that there was actually a dead body inside it. Well, after this both of them push the car and start it and put the trolley back in the car, and then both the officers take some money in return for helping Satya, which shows that the police here also take money for helping. Anyways, Satya and Kaveri quickly reach a deserted place and bury the trolley and Shayon's body, and this was the scene that was shown to us in the beginning of the movie. Well, after this we are shown Chandra, who tells Rana that he has found the man who has the remaining 10 crore rupees and he will find him. But the problem was that Arijit also came to know about him, and we know who this man is. He was none other than Sayan. Then Shomendra tries to call Shayon on his phone. But Shayon's phone was with him. That means it was buried under the ground. Then we see Kaveri and Satya, who were very tired, and then we see Rana, who goes to Partho. Tells him that he does not trust Shomendra. Now we see that Partho calls two contract killers named Neil and Lal, who are not picking up his call at the moment and are on some task. He had taken the task of eliminating someone. That means the contract was taken. We see that there is a very rich man who goes out of the house with a very beautiful girl, and he must be getting intimate with her. The girl leaves from there and the man is definitely cheating on his wife. And in his house we see that he was married. After this we see that Neil and Lal kill the man and start disposing of his body. One Partha starts calling him several times, due to which Neil and Lal pick up the phone and he is calling him immediately to do the work. After which they go to him and he asks both of them to keep an eye on Chandra to see if he is double-crossing them. Then the next morning Kaveri and Satya were very scared and were not at all happy about the money. That is, think about it, a person gets peace only when money comes from a good source. Otherwise, money earned in this way never bears fruit. At least he was not at all happy with the current circumstances and the way the money had come. Well, on the other hand, Shomendra reached there while tracking Shayon's phone, where Shayon was buried. But when he does not see Shayon there, he feels that perhaps he has come to the wrong place. But there Arijit was also tracking Shayon's phone and he also found Shayon's dead body. Then we see Shomendra, who is going to every place where Shayon has gone and asking about him, and in doing so he reaches Satya's house, and all this time Neil and Lal were also following him. Now when Satya and Kabiri are not at home, Shomendra starts searching for money in the house. But Neil and Lal come there and point a gun at him. And here a quarrel occurs between them, and then the scene comes to Satya and Kabiri, who had gone out shopping to distract their mind, and when they come home they see that the door of their house was broken and Shomendra's dead body was lying inside. That means Neil and Lal killed him, and because of this Partha shouts at both of them. But Neil tells that Shomendra had tried to kill him. But both of them finished it before Tetsat. He tells Partha and Rana everything, that Shomendra had reached Satya's house while inquiring. So Rana asks both of them to keep an eye on Satya and Kaveri as they might have the money. And you should notice that ever since Bhagyaloki, that is, that actress, came into his life, these very strange incidents started happening to him. Well, now here Satya is unable to understand why all this is happening to him. Satya is now also searching how to slaughter an animal, and then he goes and starts cutting Shomendra into small pieces. But he fainted the first time itself. So Kabiri brings him back to consciousness, and then both of them start cutting Shomendra into small pieces. Because no one believes him that he did not kill the policeman. The biggest thing was that there was no evidence. The money was at his house, so everyone thought that the police had come to arrest him. Due to which he himself destroyed it. Well, now on the other hand we are shown Bhagyaloki with Partha, and now we understand how Bhagyaloki's expenses were being met, and here's how she was able to afford the luxury car and all this. The biggest thing is that Parth must have definitely got the apartment for them here. And yes, Neil and Lal also recognized Bhagyaloki, that he had worked in Bhagyaloki serial. Because of this he kept looking at her. Now both of them had come to kill a girl who must be the same girl who was intimate with the rich man and was sitting at home and making videos, and surely the wife of the same man must have given this contract here. Both of them complete their contract and end it. One thing was clear, that both of them were number one psychopaths, and they used to mark their victims with the help of drill machine and hammer machine, with whom they did anything. Then on the other side we see Satya and Kabir, who were cleaning the blood from inside the entire house, and they cleaned the house thoroughly. At that time, Arijit was at his home when an officer called him and told him that Shomendra's last location was at Satya's house. Shayon's last location was also found there. That means Arijit was tracking the phone locations of both Shayon and Shumendra. Well, he quickly goes to Satya's house and both of them cleaned the house on time. But Arijit still had doubts about them, so he starts interrogating them. He shows them pictures of Rana, Shayon and Shubhendra and asks if they have seen any of them. But both Satya and Kabiri refuse. He doesn't budge. Then Arijit starts checking the house. But he doesn't get anything serious. So he goes away from there. Now after Arijit leaves, both of them put Shubhendra's body in the car and throw it away, and they stuffed the pieces of Shubhendra's body in the same teddy bear which we had seen in Polo's room. Now the next morning Satya and Kabiri were unable to understand what was happening to them and both of them were very worried. Meanwhile, Rana has now turned against Partha and Arijit finds Shubhendra's dead body and the teddy bear, and then he remembers that he had seen this teddy bear at Satya's house. He quickly goes to Satya's house to confirm and finds that the teddy bear is no longer inside Polo's room. And now he was sure that the money was with Satya and Kabiri and he gives them one last chance to escape. But Satya knew that the police would implicate Satya and Kabiri in the murder case and it was better that he remained innocent, and hence Satya did not tell anything to Arijit, and since Arijit could not do anything himself nor did he have any evidence, he leaves from there in anger. Another interesting detail is that the fate that Loki had here was forced to be with Partho. We also get to see how she was avoiding him when he was inside the bedroom. That means she was with him only to go away for his money. In fact, she used to take money from him so that she could go to other locations, roam around and enjoy there. She used to say this on the pretext of reels. Now after this, Neil and Lal go and tell Partha two things: that Arijit had gone twice to interrogate Satya and Kabiri. Plus the fate Loki she's with lives right here. That is, inside this apartment. So Partha tells Neil and Lal that now Satya and Kabiri are also involved in all this. So he orders to kill both of them. At the same time, he also gives orders to kill Rana. He did not want to take any risk. Anyways, Neil and Lal then go to Satya's house and at gunpoint, they start asking Satya and Kabiri about the money. So Satya tells that the money is lying inside the room in an old trunk, i.e. in a box. Now Neil and Lal make Satya and Kaveri sit in their car along with that box. Bhagya Loki was standing right there in front of him, proudly taking a selfie. Seeing this, Lal suddenly shoots him and kills him. Maybe he might have had some hatred in his heart after watching the serial, or it could be that Bhagya Loki might have played some different type of character in the serial which Lal might not have liked, due to which he took out his hatred and killed him, or it could also be that Partho might have asked him to do so, because if you notice somewhere that Bhagya Loki was with Partho, then she must have known something about his business. Maybe they did not want to take the risk. Anyway, both of them take Satya and Kabiri to an abandoned factory near Partha and tie them up there. Then he starts scaring both of them and he starts threatening to kill them. But Kabiri had a blade in his hand. So she starts trying to free herself, and she was doing all this secretly. Just then Rana and Shivani came to Partha, and then Partha orders Neil and Lal to kill Rana. But Neil had already taken money from Rana to eliminate Partho. And the biggest thing is that Partha and Rana used to live together earlier, that is, before becoming ministers and before becoming goons here, both of them used to live in the same street. So both of them had similar thinking. Now Lal had no idea about whatever contract was taken here. Now the atmosphere becomes quite heated, and then Arijit also arrives there. He shoots Parthu and everyone there starts shooting at each other, and due to this, everyone except 4 people were killed. Only Satya, Kaveri, Neil and Lal were left. Now suddenly Lal tells Neil that he will kill both of them and run away from here with this money. But what happens is Neil is angry at Red for killing Loki without any reason, and he ends up telling him to keep his cool. Now only Neil, Satya and Kaberi were left here. Now Neil starts moving towards Satya and Kaberi to eliminate them. But Arijit, who was breathing his last, kills Neil and then kills himself. Now Satya and Kaberi quickly free themselves and Satya picks up a gun from below. But because Neil was still alive, he wanted to kill him, so in reverse, the truth here shoots Neil and kills him. And here Satya said one more thing which further reflects our society, that politicians beg in front of everyone at the time of asking for votes. But later he does wrong to them again, as was happening here with Satya and Kaberi. He was a common man and it was not his fault. Now after all this, Satya and Kaberi start leaving from there. But both of them leave the box full of money there because they did not want this useless money, due to which so much happened. Well, after this we see that Satya had changed all these things into the script of a movie and web series, and he goes to a director with the story and he liked the story very much. But he did not like the ending of that story. But Satya says that the story is based on a true incident, and he also shows the newspaper cutting to the director. Now the director accepts Satya's story and says that movies and series based on real-life stories are very successful. This means that now Satya was going to become very rich indirectly. Obviously, he has given the story of the movie. He will remain a writer. So it is obvious that he was going to get a lot of money here and it would come in a good way. Now Satya goes home and tells all these things to Kaveri, due to which she becomes very happy, and we come to know that now both of them were shifting from there, and the biggest thing is that they had no regrets about leaving that money behind and both of them were very happy. Finally their disputes were also resolved. Now after this we see that the police was investigating the accident and shootout that happened in that abundant factory, and they also find the same trunk containing money, i.e. the chest. But shockingly, when he opened it, there was no money in it but children's toys. And then a big secret and twist comes that actually there were two such boxes in the box that Satya had given to Neil. Yes, and in fact the boxes were exchanged. Or maybe Satya might have deliberately given it to the same box which contained the toys and he had deliberately left the money there. And I think that's why Satya left that box inside the factory. Because somewhere deep inside his mind he knew that this was not the box that was full of money. And the biggest thing we see is that the trunk containing the money was still in Satya's house. Well, after this he is shown the trunk which was on top of the truck along with the rest of the luggage. That means he will go to Satya and Kaveri's new house, and the ending of the movie proves its title. That means Bhagya Loki, i.e. Lady Luck and Lakshmi, and Lady Luck means the occurrence of an event that is very unexpected. But because of it happiness and money come into your life. Like unexpected things have been happening with Satya and Kaveri since the beginning. And this happened because of the same actress, i.e. Bhagya Loki. You must have noticed that fate was not good with Loki as with the other people. Due to which, when it ended here, everyone called it their bad luck. And this was the reason why there were only two people left in the end. Who were none other than Satya and Kaveri. Both of them were good with fate. Loki from the beginning neither was taking advantage of him. But all the other people, be it Partha or Lal here, all the other people, they all did wrong with Bhagya Loki. Now yes, it can also be said that she was indirectly allowing this to happen to herself. But she didn't want this to happen. But he was forced to do this and everyone was exploiting him, and that is why I told you that I will explain to you about Bhagya Loki in the end what is its theme after all. So here the actress who was Bhagya Loki was actually getting all these things done. Meaning you can say this indirectly. And this movie comes under the category of black comedy thriller. So everything here was a satire. So the fate Loki here is the satire that those who did good to him got a lot of money and happiness in the end. Because you notice these strange things have been happening to him ever since the fateful Loki came to his apartment. And now, because of this money, both of them will live their lives well. On one hand, the story will bring in good money. The movie would bring in good money, and secondly, he already had 10 crore rupees with him. Talking about Shayon, he was also the wrong person here. He too thought only about himself, due to which this happened to him too, and boom, with this the movie ends here. So friends, this was the story of the movie Bhagya Loki, which is a black comedy thriller movie. And look, that saying turned out to be absolutely true. When goddess Lakshmi has to come, she comes on her own. Exactly the same thing happened in this movie. Whatever else has been talked about in this film, whatever satires there are or whatever theme has been tried to be raised, I have already explained all those things to you. All the things have been explained. But in these cases, if you still have any doubt, then you can ask in the comment section.